In Parashat Vayera, we have the second half of Avraham Avinu's story, and we always wonder to ourselves what it is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu chose Avraham. He says in this week's parasha, "Hamechaseh ani me'Avraham et asher anochi oseh." Can I possibly hide from Avraham what I want to do? Avraham is my partner. It's my world, but it's really our world. It's me and Avraham, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Such words have not been said by anyone. What is it about Avraham that Hashem chose him? We have the Mishnah in the beginning of the 5th parak of Masechet Avot. Asara nisyonot nitnasa Avraham Avinu amad bekulan. He was tested 10 times, and he stood in all of them. Of course, this is how the Mishnah views Avraham Avinu and his strength. But of course, one could ask a question. The Ramban already says this, others say it as well, but they're probably most eloquently and strongly brought out by Ramban, that Avraham Avinu didn't pass all the tests necessarily. In his language, Chet Gadol Chata Avinu Bazeh. He sinned a tremendous sin. When he talks about the Nisayon of Lech Lecha, he was said to be in Eretz Yisrael, and Hashem makes a little famine there, and he right away veers off the path going to Mitzrayim, causing his generations also to have to go to Mitzrayim because of a famine in the time of the Shvatim. That was a punishment, so to speak, a consequence for Avraham Avinu's mistaken decision. So what does it mean, Amad Bekulan? And perhaps one could answer, Amad Bekulan means Avraham Avinu came out of all of this standing, Nisayon after Nisayon, test after test. And he came out standing. He came out on top of all of this nisyonot, all of these difficulties. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves Avraham. Avraham Avinu is a person that never gives up. You want to throw me into the furnace? Do it. How do you want me to step in? You want me to shecht my son? No problem. V'ashkem Avraham baboker. He gets up early in the morning. When he tells him don't shecht, he says, can I do a little cut? Do something. When he has to daven, he doesn't give up. This week's parasha, for Sodom, for the worst of the people, Ra'im v'chata'im la'Hashem me'od is the description of the Sodom. And yet, he's literally bargaining with God. Not once, not 6 times. Maybe they're 50, maybe 45, maybe 40, maybe 30, maybe 20. Don't get angry with me. Don't. And at the end, he doesn't even end the conversation. God, so to speak, hangs up the phone on him. He just leaves. And Avraham comes back immediately in the early morning to the same place, a person that never gives up. That is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves so much about Avraham. A fighter. Fight, fight, fight. Probably President Trump, regardless of what you think about him. And again, this is not a podium for promoting personalities of Goyim. It's not something that we have to realize. Ashur lo yoshienu al sus lo nirkav lo nomar od Elohenu lemaseh yadenu ki becha yerucham yatom. As HaKadosh Baruch Hu doing. Sometimes he has better tools than other times. But something till our chokhmah bagoyim ta'amin. What we learn from his thing is never giving up. A fighter, a person that never, regardless of how many impeachments and indictments and terror and bullying, of having the whole power of the system against him and not giving up. That is something that we learn from Avraham Avinu, the progenitor of our nation. HaKadosh Baruch Hu chose Avraham because he was a fighter. He became a partner in creation of the world, in formation of the world. A nefesh asher asu becharan. He formed people by his strong and unwavering personality. That is something we could all learn from. We set our minds to do things. Oftentimes we give up. We give up the fight in the middle. We throw in the towel in the middle. And if we have the imagery of Avraham Avinu in front of our eyes, we would see him pumping his fists to us and saying, fight. Don't ever give up. And those people indeed do come on top at the end. Amad bekulan. He stood all of the tests of time. He may have failed here and there, but he stood in all of those. That's something so powerful, so life-altering that we learn from Avraham Avinu, Be'ezrat Hashem, for all of us. Amen.